Good afternoon. On behalf of Fitchburg State University, I would like to welcome you all here today as we celebrate the graduation of the 4th Recruit Officer course. My name is Lisa Lane McCarty, and I'm the Academy Director of the Fitchburg State University Police Academy. Please pause while the police students from the police program file in.
Make sure you guys all please keep your mask on the inside, all right? You got all the eyes, and eyes are watching us. So make sure all your masks are on. And yeah, it's all good. And Roadhouse needs to get rid of that gum. He's been working that gum. Yeah, smacking it. It's killing me right now.
Please stand to welcome the 15 graduates of the 4th ROC.
4, oh, to pray for your live. Your live. Live, your live, your live, good. Live, your live, your live, good. Ready, class, halt. Ready, class, staff, face.
With the 20th anniversary of September 11th tomorrow, I'd ask that we all pause for a moment of silence to honor the 2,977 souls we lost on 9/11, including the 412 first responders who heroically answered the call that day. Thank you. Please join Fitchburg State University student, class of 2022, Miss Kat Doyle, in the singing of the national anthem.
Class, staff, raise it, off.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, oh. Order, off.
Thank you, Ms. Doyle. At this time, I would like to invite David Weiss, minister with the Universal Life Church, up to give the invocation.
Order, down.
Let us pray. Supreme Creator of the universe, we are eternally grateful that you make all things work together for the good of those who are called according to your purpose. Today we lift up these new police officers and all public safety officials across the country. Bless and protect them and use their work for the good of our communities. Supply them with the grace they need for everything that lies before them. We ask for their success and prosperity, and as they work, we also ask that you protect them from all dangers and harm. Give them endurance in their work and encouragement that their service is vital for the safety and well-being of our communities. Give them the strength, courage, and perseverance to endure the unjust condemnation, danger, and malice to which they may at times be subjected. Unite them safely with their families after duty has ended. And from the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, who stated, "This is my wish for you: comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life. All these things we humbly ask. Amen.
Order. Up.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while the Massachusetts Department of Correction Honor Guard exits the auditorium.
Coming on. Roll it. Peace. Hold it. On.
Please be seated.
Ready. Speak. Speak.
Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce to you our distinguished guests seated here on stage. Assembled on stage to your left, Dr. Richard Lapidus, President of the Fitchburg State University. Retired Chief Robert J. Ferrulo, Jr., Interim Executive Director of the Municipal Police Training Committee. Chief Stephen Sargent of the Worcester Police Department. Dr. Catherine Canny, Interim Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Franca Baricelli, Interim Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. Chief Michael Cloutier of the Fitchburg State University Police Department, and Dr. David Weiss, faculty member with the Criminal Justice Program. Thank you all for your continued support of the police program and the Police Academy. On stage to your right, seated in the front row, it really is my pleasure to introduce our Academy drill instructors who have worked each day with this class. All of them work full-time as supervisors in various police departments across the Commonwealth, but they also work part-time with us at the Academy. In my capacity as Academy Director, one of my primary responsibilities is to assemble a cadre of drill instructors to oversee the day-to-day operation of the class. I am fortunate to have drill instructors who are dedicated to the mission of training new police officers. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize them for their time, their motivation, their leadership, and I'd like to truly thank them for their commitment to Fitchburg State University. They are professional role models and mentors, and they are critical to the success of our recruit officers and to our program. This tone is set by lead drill instructor, Sergeant Fugier of the Sterling Police Department. I could not do what I do without his constant support in all of his efforts. Working with this academy while also maintaining his schedule as a sergeant and a supervisor at his police department means he has essentially worked 2 full-time jobs this summer. I cannot thank him enough for his commitment and his sacrifice. Thank you, Sergeant Fugier. Seated next to, yeah. Seated next to Sergeant Fugier are the other members of our very talented drill instructor team. Sergeant Joshua Tossi of the Lunenburg Police Department, Officer Stephen Mucci of the Sterling Police Department, Officer Omar Connor of the Groton Police Department, Sergeant Kimberly Matson of the Townsend Police Department, Sergeant Nathan Bawalik of the Boxborough Police Department, and Officer Timothy Miner of the Harvard Police Department. 'Cause 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 second row are our physical training instructors. Our PT instructors probably spend the most time with our recruits. They work with them on their physical conditioning 4 times, sometimes 5 times a week, for 13 of the 17 weeks of the academy. They are full-time working professionals or police officers. They come out each morning for 2 to 3 hours because they are committed to this academy and to the overall fitness level of our recruits. I am so grateful to them for their time and their commitment to Fitchburg State University and to our recruits. I'm sure all of you in this room who know these recruits will agree that their physical conditioning has changed dramatically over the past 17 weeks. This is due in large part to our lead PT instructor, Mr. Eric Bailey, seated in the first seat of the second row. Instructor Bailey is an expert in the physical fitness field and also is one of the longest serving PT instructors certified by the Municipal Police Training Committee. He's been teaching recruits for over 20 years now and has taught over 30 academy classes. We are very fortunate to have him here. Thank you for all you do for us, Mr. Bailey. Seated next to Mr. Bailey is the rest of our talented PT staff. Officer Jason Urato of the Sutton Police Department. It has always been one of our goals to have our former recruits come back to the university to train for us. Officer Urato was in the 2nd ROC and was the class guidon bearer. Not here today is Officer Adam Hyde of the Groton Police Department, who was also in the 2nd ROC and who also came back to train for us this summer. And this year, we were so thrilled to partner with another academic discipline on campus, exercise and sports science. 2 members of the faculty became MPTC certified PT instructors and started instructing for us this summer. We are so fortunate to have these experts on our staff, Dr. Jessica Alsop and Dr. Lindsay Parisi. One other PT instructor who was unable to attend today is Officer James O'Brien of the Grafton Police Department, so I wanted to make sure that I mentioned his contribution as well. Thanks again to all of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Fitchburg State University, Dr. Richard Lapidus, who will offer some opening remarks. Thank you.
Well, good morning. It's great to be here. I have been at every academy opening day and every graduation ceremony since this program began, and I cannot be prouder of the outcome. So well done, graduates. I'd like to welcome parents and guests, and once again, I'd like to thank our partner, Chief Ferrulo, from the MPTC for being such a great supporter and collaborator in this effort. I'd like to thank our officers that worked so hard to prepare our graduates, Lisa Lane McCarty, Chief Cloutier, and so many of the faculty for getting us here today. I'd also like to acknowledge a guest, State Representative Michael Kuchmarek is here. Thank you, Representative, for being here. He's always been a great advocate of this program and the institution, and it's great to have you back on campus. Thank you. And sitting next to him, City Councilor Beth Walsh, who is intimately familiar with the program and the graduates here today, so thank you for joining us as well. To our students, you're the 4th cohort to go through the program. And as policing philosophy and practice has changed, you've been instrumental in helping to evolve the program, making it more relevant to the challenges of today and tomorrow since you began as freshmen in the fall of 2017. So thank you for your patience and resilience and for being important contributors to what the next generation of students will experience. They will certainly benefit from what you've accomplished. This is a difficult program. And I know that each of you has been held to a different standard than those that selected other majors. But the rigor is necessary, as the challenges you face will be significant, and the discipline and integrity necessary as crucial hallmarks for success. About 90 students started the program with you as freshmen, and today we graduate only 15. Your commitment and your passion for your chosen career is impressive and commendable. Since your spring 2020 semester, you've had to deal with the added challenge of remote learning and safety concerns. And I know that your entire senior year was not typical and not what you hoped it would be. Through it all, you were asked to stay the course and maintain your grades, all while preparing for the academy, which I know is an arduous and stressful process. It's a credit to all of you that you kept your focus during such unprecedented times. I encourage you to continue in the master's program like the recruits before you all have. With police reform passed, officers with advanced degrees are being increasingly sought after for hiring and promotion opportunities. Each of you has earned 12 credits for completing the academy and are only 24 credits away from earning your master's degree. With the classes being fully online, we believe it fits well with policing schedules that require evening and overnight shifts. The hard work and sacrifice will certainly be well worth it. As you graduate today, I want to wish each of you all the best, knowing that you're well trained and prepared to be successful in your field. I know what's coming will be rewarding for each of you. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and please be safe as you begin the next part of your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lapidus. It is now my distinct honor to introduce the Interim Executive Director of the Municipal Police Training Committee, retired Chief Robert J. Ferrulo, Jr., to the podium to say a few words.
Good morning, President Lapidus, my friends from Fitchburg State. Representative, thank you for joining us. You play a big part in where we're going for the policing profession. Thank you. On behalf of Governor Baker, Lieutenant Governor Polito, Secretary Terry Reedy, and my entire team at the Municipal Police Training Committee, congratulations on your accomplishments in graduating from one of the most well-respected, innovative, and forward-looking police academies in the Commonwealth. We're not just turning out police officers today, we're turning out educated future police leaders, and I congratulate you for that, and I welcome you to the greatest profession in the world. And this isn't in the script, but this back right-hand corner, we need you down here in 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it takes to get here. So pay attention. There are certain special moments in your life that you'll always carry with you because they mark a milestone of significance that changes who you are as a person. When you look back on it, you can remember your life before these times and your life after these times. For me, that moment was May 18th, 1980, when I raised my right hand and took the oath to be a City of Woburn police officer, a job I proudly held until November 23rd of 2018. For you, I suggest that September 10th, 2021 will be your day that your life changes. Before that day, over 40 years ago, I thought that I understood what being a police officer was all about. And I'll tell you right now, as I stand here before you, I didn't have a clue. I continue to learn to this day, and I think it's something that you too should never forget. Continue to learn. Education is the most powerful tool that a police officer has to go forward. Be it criminal law, be it mental health, be it autism, be it whatever you need, education is what's going to make you a more powerful police officer. Continue to grow as an individual. You're about to walk out the doors of this beautiful venue as a police officer into an ever-changing world that's awaiting you. But make no mistake, as you walk out these doors, it's going to be different now. Your identity has changed because now you're a police officer. A job and a lifestyle that I cherish for almost 4 decades. I'll tell you something about being a cop. I loved being a cop. I loved my job. I loved my career. There were good days and there were bad days. I loved going to work. I loved serving my community, whether at a time of crisis, in time of need, or in the more happier times at street fairs and field days and parades. That is what is waiting for you outside of these doors. Go out there. Seize the opportunity to be the best police officer that you can to serve your community. Remember how much the people of your community need you, whether it's a lost visitor, a crime victim, a child with no role model trying to grow up in this crazy world. And there's so many more opportunities that you have to make a difference. Remember what a gift this job is. I could argue for me it was never a job. at all. I'd say what I learned over the years is exactly that. Remember to, I'm sorry. What I learned over the years is exactly that. Remember to treat everyone as you would your own family. You can never go wrong doing that. And advice that's been passed down to me is that if you can't do what you're about to do and put it on the front page of the Herald tomorrow, don't do it. If you can't go home and tell your grandmother what you just did tonight as a cop, don't do it. There's nothing that's worth your reputation in your career. There'll be some tough days. There'll be some good days. There'll be people on your side. There'll be people not on your side. There's a sacred trust between the people of this great state and the police departments that we both serve, the police departments that serve and protect them. We need each other, and we all know it. It's a tremendous responsibility. It's not always going to be easy. Police work is and probably always will be extremely difficult. There'll be some bad days. In fact, there may be many. But I'll tell you what, no matter how bad the bad days are, the great days far outnumber the bad ones. And I can promise you that there's no other line of work that will reward you like this one. Yeah, you're going to miss some birthday parties. You're going to miss some family events. You may miss an anniversary or other special occasions. You have to have a commitment to your department. But more importantly, don't become beholden to details and overtime. You need to meet your obligations, but you may and take care of your community and police department. So now I'll say that each and every one of you took a different path to lead you to these seats today. But you have one thing in common. You didn't get here on your own. You're sitting where you are today because of the folks that are sitting around you and behind you. So to all the family members and friends of our graduates, thank you for your support. Officer Colin Rivera, I understand your family's here from far away. Congratulations, and thank you for spending the time to come here. You make everything that we do possible every day, and that's what it means to be part of the police family. And today we're honored to welcome you to our family. Please give your families a round of applause, guys. Three more quick points that won't long. Police reform that's on the front page of the Herald, we're going to be okay, guys. The governor, lieutenant governor, Secretary Reedy, Secretary Turco, they put me here. And to the officers that are here with me, my job is to implement police reform so that we accomplish the goals that we need to do that are legislated through police reform. And we're still going to be the greatest profession in the world. Nobody hates a bad cop more than a good cop. And sitting in front of me in these first two rows are 15 real good cops. Sitting in this room, there's probably 100 of good cops. My friends, my coworkers, people that I've traveled the last 4 decades with. Don't worry about police reform, guys. Do what's right and we're going to be fine. I promise you that. My cell phone number's on the... So, finishing up, today we make a promise to honor each other, to protect each other, and to support each other. Being a family is the very backbone of policing, and there's no better day than today to celebrate when the family gets a little bit bigger. I'd like to thank my dedicated friends, staff instructors, and staff at the Fitchburg State University Police Academy. Some of them I actually had when I was an instructor in the academies, and I appreciate that, guys, and you make me so proud. These are the folks we rely upon to turn this team of students into cops. You do an incredible job at it, and I appreciate all that you do. And finally, to our newest officers, welcome to the greatest profession in the world, in the greatest state of the world, graduating from one of the greatest academic institutions in the country. Over the course of the next year, millions of people will look to you and will pay very close attention to the example you set. Remember that every encounter, whether it's a simple block driveway or a trip to a local station to report a crime, is an opportunity to strengthen neighborhood policing. You don't need a grant for neighborhood policing. You don't need a grant for community policing. You guys are community policing. Each encounter is an opportunity to make a first impression. Never for a second underestimate your impact on other people's lives. When they're calling you, they have nobody else to call. Thank you for joining us on this mission, and I can't wait to see all the great things you guys are going to do together. Good luck.
Thank you, Chief Ferrulo. So 4th ROC, I have a few words for you, so eyes on me, please. I'm quite sure you've heard enough from me over the past 4 years and 17 weeks, but for the last time as your Academy Director, I'd like to speak directly to you. I became the Director of the Police Program in January of 2017. You all came in as freshmen that fall, which makes you the first Academy class who I've had for your entire 4 years at the university. So I feel like out of all 3 ROCs before you, I know you all the best. We've grown together as this program has evolved and changed, and you stayed right with me the whole time, and I know it wasn't always easy. We threw a lot of changes, reversals, new rules, and new expectations at you as this program became what it is today. Thank you for having faith and confidence in me, for sticking with me, and for believing that I would get you here today, here at your Police Academy graduation. But this is your day, this is your accomplishment. I know how hard you have all worked to get here. There are many who started with you as freshmen, as the President pointed out, who are not here today. This does speak volumes to reiterate what he said about your determination, your perseverance, and your absolute and unshakable belief that you were always meant to be a police officer. Even now, during these very challenging times for law enforcement in this country, you are still undeterred. That speaks volumes to me and to all who know you about your character and your heart. Almost every single instructor who taught you all this summer remarked to me what an exceptional group you all were. You were always squared away, you worked hard, always gave your full effort. You were polite, respectful, professional, smart, skilled, and always eager to learn. Many remarked to me that they would be proud to work alongside any one of you on the streets. That is the highest compliment you could ever receive from a veteran police officer. Thank you for always representing yourselves with pride, as well as the university, the academy, and the entire academy staff. I would like to share an excerpt from an article I read in Law Enforcement Today a few years back. I have shared it at past graduations, but it still resonates with me, and I think it's important. The article was written by an anonymous author and was entitled, "It's Not Normal." It's not normal to wake up at night in a cold sweat because you dreamed you got shot multiple times by a bad guy and you were powerless to stop it. It's not normal to lie in bed unable to sleep because all the things you saw that day play in your head like a bad movie you can't turn off. It's not normal that no matter how much all these things bother you, you couldn't see yourself doing any other job. Because carrying this burden is what you were meant to do. This is your calling. You are not normal. You are a police officer. In this job, you will see the very best in people and the very worst in people. This job will challenge you, but don't let it break you. And if it does start to break you, please reach out and ask for help. Don't be too proud to ask for help. And you can always call me or any of the officers on this stage. We will always be there to help you in any way we can, and that I promise. I had the opportunity to meet and speak with your family members this summer at family orientation, and let me tell you, in case you don't already know, you all are so blessed. These are exceptional people who so clearly love you, support you, and are so very proud of you. Because you have chosen to become police officers, their lives are forever changed. I'm the daughter of a police officer, so I know what it's like to be so proud of the work my dad did and the people he helped, the people he saved. But I also know the worry when he left for work each day or when he was called out in the middle of the night, fearful he may never come home again. Your family will share in your joys, but they will also be affected by your sacrifice. So never, ever, ever, and I cannot stress this enough, ever, forget that your family comes first, always. Before the job, always. At this time, I would like to ask all of the family members of the 4th ROC to stand up. I'd like to take this moment to acknowledge all of you, much as Chief Ferrulo just did, for all that you have done and all that you will do. These young men and women are standing here today because of your constant and consistent love and support, and they will need you more than ever as they start out on this new path. You all are the unsung heroes today, and I think that you all deserve a round of applause as well. Thank you. You may be seated now. Were you nervous? What is she going to ask us to do? Off script, I have to tell you that it was a joy meeting all of your family members. It was a joy meeting all of you. I had such a great day that day. I really do mean what I say, that they are blessed to have all you behind them. And it makes me feel good that I got them here today, but you're going to take them further. So again, in case I forgot to tell you, it was a pleasure to meet all of you. At this time, I would like to end by sharing a short video clip that was created by the 4th ROC, and it showcases what they have been through over the past 17 weeks. Whew, that gets me every time I see it. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Be safe and go out there and be outstanding. Thank you. As a class this summer, we attended the funeral of Officer Manny Familia of the Worcester Police Department to honor his life and to pay our respects. Officer Familia lost his life on June 4th while trying to save the life of a 14-year-old boy who also drowned. I asked the recruits to write an essay about that experience. Their essays were compelling and moving, with most stating that what they saw and felt that day made them even prouder to go into the profession of policing. Because of this, we are so truly honored to have Worcester Police Chief Stephen Sargent here with us today to offer our keynote address. Chief Sargent grew up in Worcester, joined the department in 1986, and rose up through the ranks to chief of the department in May of 2016. Chief Sargent recently suffered yet another loss when Worcester Police Officer Iggy Garcia passed away on Saturday after a battle with pancreatic cancer. We extend our deepest sympathies, Chief, and to you and to your department. Please welcome Chief Steve Sargent to the stage.
I thought this was going to be easy till I saw the picture. Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to speak to you all and share in this day with you. It is a true honor. Over the last few months of your training, you have formed a brother and sisterhood. This strong bond comes from sacrificing together, working together, learning together, struggling, and succeeding together. The bond you have formed and trust you have built is shared by every member of this noble profession. You are now all members of the Thin Blue Line. It is a brotherhood and sisterhood that stretches within your department and reaches to every police department throughout the country and the world. We were recently reminded of this solidarity with the tragic death of Worcester Police Department officer Manny Familia, who drowned while trying to save a teenager. In a sea of blue, law enforcement officers from near and far stood side by side to honor our fallen hero and brother. You are part of this tribute, and I thank you for the support. We were able to give Manny a send-off that reflected honor and respect for his service, dedication, and ultimate sacrifice. Manny shared the same belief in his duty that you all do, to protect and serve. You completed this rigorous training and made the decision to pin on the badge today because you have a willingness to sacrifice for others. You want to help people, protect people, give back to the community, and strive to make our communities a better place. We are very much a part of the community we serve. Sir Robert Peel, the founder of modern policing, said, "The police are the public are the police. We cannot effectively do our job without the help and support of our community." You will quickly find that this is a very rewarding profession. You will have countless opportunities to change lives and to save lives. Almost always it will go unrecognized as being just part of the job. But to the people you help every day on the job, it will mean the world to them. Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel." We not only serve and protect, but we inspire. There will be young boys and girls in neighborhoods that you patrol that will look up to you and want to be just like you. For me, as a police officer, when I was on a community policing assignment, I wanted people to know that they had a friend behind that badge. While the profession of policing is ever-changing, the characteristics of a good police officer never will. I ask you to continue to challenge yourself and accept challenges. Continue to learn throughout your entire career, accept criticism, learn from your mistakes, show courage, be honest, respect others, and maintain a sense of balance in your life. I have been a police officer for more than 35 years. Before coming chief in 2016, I had the opportunity to work in nearly every division within the department. I have seen policing change, and it will continue to change. I can tell you that this past year has been one of the most challenging times in my career. The pandemic, the criticism directed at police, the grief I have felt and seen within my department, so it has not been easy. This job isn't an easy job. We work long hours. It is a demanding job that does not stop on holidays or birthdays. Police work is a sacrifice and commitment shared by the entire family, which is why it is special that they share this day with you today. To your families, I want them to know that I understand the wide range of emotions that you are feeling. My father was a Worcester Police Lieutenant, and my son is currently on the job. The job takes your husband or wife, father or mother, son or daughter away for long hours. Law enforcement is a continuous and demanding job. It is your collective, unrivaled commitment that makes a difference. To the officers, I urge you all to prioritize your time with your loved ones and to recognize the sacrifice they make and the support they show on a daily basis. My hope is that you will find this career to be as fulfilling as it has been for me. And 35 years from now, I hope you feel the same passion for policing that you feel today. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Far and away, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work at work worth doing." For all of us, this is indeed work worth doing, and the rewards of our profession are unmatched. Everyone here should have a deep sense of pride. Pride for this academy, pride for our profession, and pride for the great towns and cities of Massachusetts that you will serve. Again, congratulations. God bless each one of you, and be safe.
Thank you, Chief. It is now time to present the class awards. Before I begin announcing the winners, I would just like to congratulate all of the recruit officers for their efforts. Although we can only issue these 6 awards, you should all be recognized for your hard work and dedication. I'd like to ask our lead PT instructor, Mr. Eric Bailey, to assist me in presenting our first award, the Physical Training Achievement Award. Physical training was done every morning at the Academy. PT training included runs, strength, and circuit training. At certain points of the Academy, the PT staff conducted assessments in areas such as a 1.5-mile run, push-ups, sit-ups, and a 300-meter sprint. This award goes to the recruit officer with the best overall score. To give you an idea, this recruit ran the 1.5 miles in 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Yes, you heard that correctly. 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Almost an Academy record from what I understand. This recruit also did 56 sit-ups and 53 push-ups in 1 minute and ran 300 meters in 42 seconds. The PT Achievement Award is presented to Timothy Sheehy. Thank you, Instructor Bailey. I would now like to invite Sergeant Fugier to help present the Academic Achievement Award. The recruits took many written and practical tests while in the Academy this summer. Additionally, they had to pass 2 comprehensive exams. One exam was given prior to the Academy starting, was based on all of the MPTC curriculum they learned during the 4 years of undergraduate work. This is quite a task to ask recruits to retain information they learned over the course of 4 years. The second exam was given at the end of the Academy and was based on all of the MPTC curriculum they learned this summer. The recruit who won this award had a GPA of 96. The Academic Achievement Award is presented to Cody Soderland. Thank you, Sergeant Fugier. I'd now like to invite Sergeant Tossi up to help me present the EVOC Award. EVOC is an acronym for Emergency Vehicle Operation Course. The course runs a full week and is very challenging. The week included precision courses, backup courses, brake and turn courses, pursuits, and cornering. This award goes to the recruit who had the best combined score on all of the EVOC courses. The EVOC Achievement Award is presented to Troy Paradise. Thank you, Sergeant Tossi. I would now like to invite Officer Mucci up to help me present the Defensive Tactics Award. Use of Force defensive Tactics training is the largest module in the Academy. It includes over 80 hours of curriculum. Recruits learn all of the applicable federal and state use of force laws, and they also need to become proficient in many practical skills, such as de-escalation, handcuffing, physical escorts, defensive maneuvers, use of baton, and use of OC spray. There were 9 defensive tactics instructors who worked with this class. Based on their expert opinions, they utilized 3 categories to determine who would win this award: written test score, physical and verbal understanding of concepts regarding use of force and defensive tactics, and practical application of reasonable skills. The Defensive Tactics Award is presented to Nolan Baird. Thank you, Officer Mucci. I would now like to invite Officer Connor up to present the Firearms Achievement Top Gun Award. The class had 2 full weeks of firearms training on the range for both pistol and rifle. During pistol training week, the class had to qualify with their firearms multiple times. They also participated in a challenging course which combined all of the skills they had learned during the week. The course was timed, and penalty time was added for each miss. All of their qualification scores were combined with the score from the combat course. This award goes to the recruit officer with the best overall score. The Firearms Achievement, or the Top Gun Award, is presented to Cody Soderland. Thank you, Officer Connor. And for the last award, I would like to welcome up Sergeant Kimberly Matson to help me present it. This year, we've created a new award called the 100% Award. This award is being presented to the recruit who, though not a designated leader in the Academy, was always quietly and consistently giving their full-out effort in every single aspect of the Academy. Whether it was during PT, team drills, practical training sessions, or when asked to do anything, this recruit always hustled and would never give up, even when they thought none of us were looking. This winner was chosen by me and the entire Academy staff. The 100% Award is presented to Evangeline Kakunis. Thank you, Sergeant Matson. Congratulations to all the award winners. At this time, I would like to welcome the class leader, Timothy Sheehy, up to the podium to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. When we all began our journey here at Fitchburg State University in September of 2017, there were 93 of us in the police program. Today, there are only 15. I had no idea who would make it to Academy graduation day, but I am honored to have been able to gone through the Academy with these brothers and sisters sitting in front of me today. When I was elected class leader, I was excited to lead the team. Every one of you sitting before me have taught me something about what it means to be a better leader, a police officer, and a friend. You all have taught me so much about myself, but more importantly, we have learned so much together and always found out how to work as a team, something that many Academy classes have such a difficult time doing. When I was tasked to write a speech for graduation, I was hesitant because I knew that meant we were one step closer to saying our goodbyes. As I sat down and gathered my thoughts, I remembered all the challenges that we tackled, the memories we made, and the bonds we have all created with one another. A few challenges we overcame included our numerous qualifications and tests at the rifle and pistol ranges, emergency vehicle operations, scenarios during applied patrol procedures, and the many written exams in the classroom, PT tests, and so many more. A few memories that came to mind were the nicknames we made for each other, motivating each other at PT, helping each other decontaminate after being pepper sprayed, throwing each other on the ground at defensive tactics, and let's not forget the time that Farragher locked his keys in the car, not once, but twice. The time we spent together every day created a special bond between the 15 of us. There is no greater connection than that of those who do everything together. The 4th ROC sweat together, we stress together, and we hurt together. We went through so much as a team. We were challenged physically, mentally, and academically in the Academy. The 4th ROC always had a positive attitude and persevered through every obstacle in our way. From strength days at PT in 90-degree heat to staying up all night writing gigs for uniform infractions. Every week and every day at the Academy posed a new challenge, and I always knew that the 14 of you always had my back. No matter what was in our path, we conquered it. I will never forget everything we went through together. As I previously stated, after 4 years, we're the only 15 who made it to our graduation day. Our commitment to this profession and our dreams show a lot about us. The challenges that this Academy brought showed us who we are, persons of integrity, honor, discipline, and fairness. Although we are going into a profession that is under great scrutiny right now, I know without a doubt that we will achieve greatness. We are the change the world needs. On behalf of the class, we have many thanks to give to Director Lane, the Academy staff, and our families for getting us to where we are today. Director Lane, we cannot thank you enough for the support, guidance, and dedication you have provided for us these last 4 years. You have worked so hard to get our class to where we are now. Without you, our dreams would never have been able to come true. Thank you. To our drill instructors, thank you for being our role models, for correcting our mistakes and keeping us in line. Your leadership, honor, and professionalism have motivated our class. Thank you for your commitment to this program and our success. To our PT instructors, thank you for pushing us both mentally and physically. Although you gave us a run for our money, we enjoyed every PT session, whether it was in the rain, the hot sun, or those mornings where the turf pellets made us look like sugar cookies. Every morning spent together, whether it was on the track, the turf, or running around campus, was truly a beautiful day in the Berg. For the families and the ones who have supported the 14 in front of me, thank you. Without you, no one would ever be here this morning. Your love and devotion have helped everyone get to where we are today. You should all be so proud of those sitting here before me. To the student officers here today, I know what it's like to be in your shoes. With hard work and commitment, you too will be walking across this stage before you know it. If this is your calling, follow your dreams. The best advice I can give you is to start PT today, and trust me on this. As your Academy experience comes to an end, as our Academy experience comes to an end, we say our goodbyes for now. We will always hold a sacred bond. We came into this program in September of 2017, all with one common goal: to become police officers. Today, we have achieved that goal and graduated as a group of best friends. I will forever cherish the memories we have made and the endless friendships that have been created. Although it is sad that our time together is coming to an end for now, this is our day, the moment we've been waiting for the last 17 weeks, the last 4 years, our whole lives. As your loved ones pin your badge on your chest momentarily, think about the hard work, the dedication, and the effort that you have put in these last 17 weeks. Capture that moment and live through that moment every shift for the rest of your career. It has been an absolute honor leading you all. Like every day we have today together, today is a great day to have a day. At this time, I would like to ask President Lapidus to join me in the presentation of the class plaque.
Thank you, 4th ROC. This plaque will be placed on display at Fitchburg State University for all visitors to see. Great job, Sheehy. The class is now ready to receive their certificates. These certificates are hard-earned and represent 4 years and 17 weeks of a very disciplined and structured training program. Chief Ferrulo and I will now award the certificates, which will be followed by the pinning of the badges. For the badge pinners and family members who will be coming forward, please wait until the entire row has received their certificates, and then we will invite you up for the badge pinning and photos. The pinners will come forward once the row of recruits is in position right in front of the stage. Please hold your applause until all of the certificates in that row have been awarded. And now, the moment they have waited for, the awarding of their certificates.
First row, on your feet. Right, face. Forward, march.
First squad leader, Cody Soderland. Evangeline Kakunis. Brandon Geldart. Ryan Costello. Second squad leader, Drew Ridenauer. Caleb Gonzalez. Shannon Burke. Badge pinners and designated family members, please come forward now. Cody Soderlund is being pinned by his father, Ed Soderlund, his mother, Karen Soderlund, and his brother, Ian Soderlund. Evangeline Kakunis is being pinned by her father, Leo Kakunis, and her mother, Andrea Kakunis. Brandon Geldart is being pinned by his son, Aiden Geldart, and his girlfriend, Liz Cedrone. Ryan Costello is being pinned by his father, Michael Costello, his mother, Kathleen Costello, and his uncle, Brian Duke. Drew Ridenauer is being pinned by his father, Gary Ridenauer, and his mother, Kimberly Ridenauer. Caleb Gonzalez is being pinned by his mother, Gina McCoy. Shannon Burke is being pinned by her father, Patrick Burke, and her mother, Heather Burke.
Right. Face. Forward. Arm. Left. Face. Ready. Seat. Second row. On your feet.
3rd squad leader, Spencer Fuller. Colin Thomas. Troy Paradise. Fourth squad leader, Draine Colon Rivera. Kaylin Farragher. Connor Gilbo. Class Guidon Bearer, Nolan Baird. Class Leader, Timothy Sheehy. Badge pinners and designated family members, please come forward now. Spencer Fuller is being pinned by his father, Duncan Fuller, and his mother, Barbara Clark. Colin Thomas is being pinned by his father, George Thomas, his mother, Dimpna Thomas, his sister, Kayla Thomas, and his sister, Anya Thomas. Troy Paradise is being pinned by his father, Earl Paradise, his mother, Paula Paradise, and his girlfriend, Alondra Lopez. Draine Colon Rivera is being pinned by her mother, Melanie Rivera, and family. Kalen Farragher is being pinned by his father, David Farragher, his mother, Maria Farragher, family friend and trainer, Michelle Arthur, and his internship supervisor, Officer Michael Marchand of the Townsend Police Department. Connor Gilbo is being pinned by his father, Andrew Gilbo, and his mother, Polly Gilbo. Nolan Baird is being pinned by his mother, Kendra Cianti, and his father, David Baird. Timothy Sheehy is being pinned by his father, James Sheehy, his mother, Christy Sheehy, and his brother, Matthew Sheehy.
Right, place. Forward, march. Left, face. Ready, seat. Back, seat.
Congratulations to the 4th ROC on receiving their certificates. Thank you, everyone. Now I would like to invite Chief Michael Cloutier of the Fitchburg State University Police Department up to administer the oath of honor.
And now, as a statement of your affirmation to uphold the high standards required of law enforcement, I ask you to take the law enforcement oath of honor. I also invite any member of law enforcement present here today to also stand and take the oath. And jointly, we reaffirm our commitment to perform our jobs ethically, with honor and integrity. Sergeant Fugere, please instruct the class to stand at this time.
Class, on your feet.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Order. Up.
On my honor. I will never betray my integrity. My character. Or the public trust. I will always have the courage. To hold myself and others. Accountable for our actions. I will always maintain the highest ethical standards. And uphold the values of my community. And the agency I serve.
Order. Now.
Thank you, Chief.
Ready. Seat. Staff. Seat.
It's the tradition of the Academy to transfer the class guide-on to Academy staff, and we will continue that tradition by asking the class guide-on bearer, Nolan Baird, to come forward and present the guide-on to the Academy staff.
Staff. Seat.
This guide-on will be placed on display at Fitchburg State University, along with the class plaque, for all visitors to see. At this time, I would like to ask Sergeant Fugier to dismiss the class for the last time. Once this is completed, this will conclude our ceremony for today. We welcome you all to go outside. Following the ceremony for pictures with our professional photographer, you will not need to wear masks once outside. Myself and the Academy staff will head out as well and will be available for pictures. I want to thank you all so much for attending today and for sharing in this special occasion for these new police officers. Sergeant Fugier, please dismiss the class.
Class. On your feet. Fourth ROC. What is the count on deck?
Sir, the count on deck is 15. Diligent, resilient, humble, and hungry recruit officers, sir.
Class, on my command, you will be dismissed for the final time. Wish you the best of luck in your future. Stay safe. Class, dismissed.